Yeah, episode 4. Yeah,
4.
yeah,
I
we're on
can't
4.
keep
We're on
count
4, I
anymore.
believe. Ooh, yes, and your shorty is giving Maddie vibes.
She's giving Euphoria tease.
Okay,
We're from Euphoria, though.
honestly, we're going back to our high school days, our high school life. Like, can we get into the minds of these Euphoria cast? This is our special Euphoria episode.
Yes.
And it is just dedicated to our I feel like this episode was enough to talk about on the whole podcast that we needed to get down to. We needed to break it down.
Just the season in general,
Yes.
though. So much has happened. I feel like every episode, so much happens that you're like, what?
And then it's like, okay, the theories are out of hand. The fan theories and all this
my
stuff. They're
God.
like, did you see her makeup and how it symbolizes this? Like, y'all going overboard.
Yeah.
But the things that they catch that you don't really catch in the episode, like last night, I didn't even realize that you could peep. Also, spoiler, this is a spoiler alert
this
for
whole
anyone who
episode.
hasn't watched this season, this episode, or like last Sunday's episode. Obviously, our episodes come out on Thursdays, so if you haven't seen episode, I believe 6,
6,
then yeah, don't listen or just get it spoiled for you. But yeah, so I guess Nate, you could see him in the room in the mirror.
Yeah, no, I was watching, and I don't know why I rewinded it, but I did, and then I was like, wait, he's right there. I couldn't even tell it was him when I realized.
The thing is, it's because of the HBO app. Honestly,
Yeah.
I'm always scared to pause, rewind.
halfway
and this
through,
and that.
that's literally
Because
what happened to me.
If you fast forward, rewind, do something on the HBO app,
It crashes.
your whole internet, everything crashes. You crash in life.
Literally, I was like, what? Because I look, and I'm like rewinding it, because I'm like, I don't even know why I did it. And then I saw him in the corner, and I'm like, oh, let me press play. And then the whole app stopped working. I'm like,
Yeah.
I have to close it and open back up again.
Exactly. I don't have time for that. So
No.
I don't even do that. But I think obviously once the season is over, I'm going to go rewatch the season 1 and 2 to catch up on like anything.
I want to see
'Cause
season 1 again. Because
number one, I forgot some things happen in
I
season
forget
1.
a lot. I forget a lot.
So the real question is, I guess like, so we were supposed to have a guest today and kind of discuss like their thoughts as well, because I feel like I know you enough to know like obviously you wouldn't, but like
What?
do you think it's okay? Is it justified to mess with your friends
No.
like past significant other if they were broken up?
You said significant other, which is really specific. So I'm going to say no. But like if it's like a past like fling and like you guys have like, you know what I mean? Like imagine like on a night out somewhere you make out with a guy and then like months later your friend's like, oh, I matched with him on an app.
Oh, well,
I'm not going to care
okay,
about
yeah.
that. That's not anything. But significant other, no.
Yeah.
Situation that Cassie is in, I'm
talking about you and
No.
like the thing is, look, as much as I drag Cassie this season, I was hoping that like she would have some sort of redemption.
Yes.
Maybe she found humility after, Maddie found out. Maybe she was just like, okay, I am in the wrong. Like, let me think about this. Let me actually reflect. But the fact that she didn't even have not 1 ounce of remorse after it all, try to play the victim,
and she like doubled down on it.
White
like
woman
what?
Tears, like girl.
Oh my
it was literally, and the fact that you have to go, your own mama is telling you that you in the wrong.
Yeah, that's
Lexi ate her ass up. She was like, that man made fun of you.
Literally.
She's like, how you gonna
That's why I want to watch again, because I'm like, I don't remember him doing that. But
she's like, how you gonna fall for a man that made fun of you and that was your girl's ex-boo, whatever, or the boo that she was with? For the fact for you to do that, Lexi goes, that's sad. And when she said that, I was like, eat it up, eat it up. Put that play on. Put that Stand By Me play, okay?
Oh my gosh, yeah. Like, wait, what did you say that made me think of something? Oh no, it's just like there's so many levels to it. It's like, first of all, it's your friend's boyfriend, and she's saying they were broken up. That doesn't fucking matter. That's literally not. It doesn't matter at all. And then the fact that you know the ins and outs of their relationship and how shitty of a boyfriend that he was. Why do you even want any? Like, why do you want parts of that? Like, why? Like, I'm trying to think like maybe if he was a great guy or whatever, that would be a thing. I get it, I guess. But he wouldn't be a great guy if he's doing this also. And I hate that. In the other episode, he said something to her like, oh, like she was saying something to him and he's like, that doesn't make it okay. Like, that's your best friend. And I'm like, you're doing it too. Like, you are part of this too. He's like trying to like cast the blame on her. I'm like, bro, you're just as bad, maybe even worse. Like, I can't stand him.
But yeah, I just don't get it. If if I found out a friend of mine literally was messing with my nigga, like, I don't care. I don't know. Even if it was just like I did a hookup with this man, it wasn't like serious or whatever. If you knew about him, y'all was hanging out in the same spaces together. Like, you know what I mean? It's not like she didn't know that they was hooking up or whatever.
No.
Like, you knew that man for how long? Since y'all was kids, y'all were in the same like, that's another thing. Like, come on, that's disgusting. And then that's not on top of that, that is your ex-boyfriend, like best friend.
Yeah, I forget about that.
You have to really think about that. You have to deep that shit. That shit runs deep. That shit is crazy. I don't know. I just feel like, and like, people, you know what I'm saying, a good thing is Euphoria is set in high school, because I feel like there is a redemption for Cassie, and there's like a lesson to be taught almost. So that's why I appreciate it being set in high school, because honestly, high school is crazy. People are like, oh, it should have been set in college. No, niggas was doing this shit in middle school practically where I'm from. Like, if you really think about it, this show could have been set. Y'all seen Degrassi? Them little kids look small as hell. That's literally what was going on. Season 1 of Degrassi, around there, them bitches look like they were in middle school. So that shit really could have been. She didn't watch Degrassi?
I want to say it wasn't available where I was living at the time, but I think that's a lie. I just wasn't allowed to watch it.
Well, anyway, everybody who's watched Degrassi knows, okay, they was looking young as hell in the first, like, season. So, honestly, like, yeah, this shit could have happened, like...
And if it was, I feel like if it was set in college, like, even though everybody's
it would
already
be even worse. Like, she literally would not have any sort of redemption. All of the stuff
that goes on, like, at least in the back of your head, you can be like, these are kids. Like, these are high schoolers. They're dumb, blah, blah, blah. But it's just like... You know what I actually hated about this episode is, like, that we didn't, like, see what happened after... like Maddie found out, like how she was like running up in the room. I'm like, what happened there? Like, I would have beat her up. Like, it didn't happen though.
Do you think that is gonna play out in the play?
I don't know.
I am just ready for that play to happen.
Too.
I am ready for Lexi to comfort Nate, comfort her sister,
everyone.
I say, yeah, Lexi. I'm ready for them to, like. I feel like this is the ammunition that is gonna give Maddie, like, the upper hand to like really figure it out. And my thing is what I don't get is that they're all friends. Maddie, Kat, all of them, they're friends. So why don't they compare notes?
Yeah, I don't know.
But I guess Jules is kind of like embarrassed about her and Nate, essentially. Or like,
oh yeah, that's
so
not
I guess
something
she's not something she would divulge.
No.
But that is annoying me, because I feel like, honestly, if Jules and Maddie and all of them talked, over. And that is one lie that Euphoria doesn't get about the high school thing. What? Because I'm telling you, bitches would have talked by now.
Yeah.
Everybody would have found out already.
I feel like, Maddie definitely would have found out. That's your best friend. Yeah. You're gonna know, like, you hang out all the time. Look, you text all the time. Like, oh, why aren't you replying at this time? What are you doing? Where's she?
No. The thing is, I knew Maddie knew, because even in the episode or whatever, when it first started.
You think everybody keeps saying that?
No, yeah. In the episode when it first started, when she's on the phone with Kat, she was just like, she had compared it to something, but literally she was indicating that it's like, you know something is like up, but you just needed confirmation.
Can we actually go back to the scene when he was in her room? That was so fucking scary. I hate him. I was literally shaking. I was like, what the? I can't stand him.
And you see how okay, look.
And then he's like, there wasn't even a bullet in it. I'm like,
there's a dynamic. You know those white frat boys, and I'm gonna say white because most of them are. Those, like, frat boy types that are, like, rapey.
Yes.
And those, like, that is literally Nate. And I feel like his mom, perpetuated that attitude for that it's okay. Girls like Cassie are perpetuating that it's okay. So it's like, obviously a boy like that is going to sit there and do what he did to Maddie, sit there, go in the room, like, and manipulate her and do all that stuff.
Do you think there's copies of it though? I don't know why. I feel like there is.
I don't feel like there's copies of it, but I feel like Jules is not going to get rid of it, for one.
Oh, I don't know. I feel like she's going to hold on to it. I would.
2, I think, honestly, people are saying Sam is not that smart to really, like, do the things that we talk about, the the fan theories that we have. But my thing is in the previous episode, somebody had indicated about the guy that, season 1 where the choking incidents with Maddie
and Nate.
Yeah, and then like he blamed it on the
pool party guy.
Yeah, he blamed it on the pool party guy.
Mm-hmm.
So that guy's locked up.
Mm-hmm.
But somebody, I forgot, on TikTok, obviously, they had said this theory of like that guy is coming back essentially because they were hinting at something.
Mm-hmm.
And my thought is that is going to come back to like get Nate in the ass, because the mom even hinted at it like, oh, I would have choked her too or whatever.
Yeah.
And she was just basically saying like, I know you choked Maddie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's going to come back and bite him in the ass.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know about
so
that.
So if he's not going to get caught up with the whole tape situation, he's going to get caught up with.
But wait, why would Nate be caught up in the tape thing?
No, I'm saying like if he's not caught up in like the sense that, because he doesn't want the tape to get out because of the business. He wants to take over the business.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
So
that's
he
true,
doesn't want
true.
the tape to come out. Yeah. But I'm saying if that is not the reason why it's going to be his downfall, the downfall is going to be the court situation with the guy.
Oh, my God.
I feel like Maddie's going to get her day, because how dare you? All the people of color on the show got to struggle.
Literally.
And
the way his mom was talking about her, I was like, why? She's like, I like the blonde girl, but I don't like the other girl. I'm like, weird, very weird.
But you know what? That is true. That is true to everyday life. I feel like it was on brand for Nate.
What?
For his mom to be like, passive aggressively racist, essentially.
Yeah.
Because if she didn't, I would feel some type of way. She don't like that. She's probably like that Latino girl. I don't like that Latina.
No, yeah, I can't.
No, yeah. Mm-mm. But yeah, Cassie is down low. She, like I said, she's in the gutter.
Yeah, she really is. There's no redemption for her. There is
no redemption arc right now for her. I don't even think there's a redemption really for, like, she's literally just gonna get pregnant by Nate.
Okay, there's so many theories out there. There's so many theories. Somebody thinks Maddie's pregnant. I'm like,
no. I pray to God.
But also the mom was like speaking the Cassie thing into existence. She's like, wait, did she say that about Cassie or Maddie? That she would like, she would have to keep the baby as out of spite, which is basically what she did.
The mom said that about Maddie.
Okay.
But I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be the other way around.
That Cassie is?
That Cassie would keep that baby out of spite. Because everything that the mom hates about Maddie is what Cassie is. If you really think about it.
That's true. That is true.
The only reason why the mom doesn't know is because, like, the whole extent of who Maddie is.
Yeah. Is
because, like, she's only getting her indication of that little whatever. Mm-hmm. And she, obviously she's a little low-key racist about it.
Yeah. But like the one part where she was saying like when he was younger there was just like a switch and he changed. Do you think it was because he found the tapes? Like other people feel like no, it's more than that. Like
I think it's because he found the tapes.
Like, what else would it
that
be?
deep. Because in the episode in season 1, they literally said
it plays it out that way. So
it literally was because of
the
tapes.
People think that.
Yeah, no, it was because of the tapes. Everybody's saying it's deeper than that. Like, nah, some of the things is because of what they said.
And apparently there was a leak of like the script or something. And someone tweeted like, "Oh, so the leak was true." Like something happened that confirmed that what they read was true. And I'm like, I need to stay away from that. I don't want to see that.
Wait, I need to see it.
I
need to see.
I can't. But I'm like, I don't want to see it
because I need to see if Fez dies.
Wait, what? That's what you're hearing?
No, like people are saying like, people were saying that Fez is just like getting all this like camera time and stuff just so it's more sad when he dies.
What?
Because you know how he was supposed to die season 1.
Wait, when?
I don't know. They were just saying like he wasn't in the books for season 2, like, but then he, like people liked him or something like that, and Sam decided to keep him because he was just like an actor. Like he was
like a back B, whatever you call it. The crazy thing is like this episode there was no Rue drama. Like what? Like this was like the first episode.
Oh my gosh,
in a while.
Yes, Rue can breathe. Her nose can breathe. Child, her veins could breathe. Girl was.
It was the scenes with like the guy, Ollie, and Gia, and all of them. I just thought it was cute.
And finally, Gia getting some love because,
like, for real.
Ooh, that baby girl been neglected. I felt so bad for the mom though. Girl, I know, like, I just, a little part of me, like, not saying like I can relate to her in that sense, but like, sometimes you've heard like your parents struggle and you didn't realize it in a sense. So like, I could just my heart
when
just
she was
broke
like
for her.
was that the end of the episode or no?
It wasn't the end of the episode. The end of the I'm pretty sure the end of the episode was Cassie moving in, basically.
Oh
Yeah.
I thought it was, anyways,
but it was towards
so
the end.
sad.
It was towards
like,
the end. It was towards the end. But Lord, I am ready for next week's episode. Yes. I'm ready for Lexi to drag all of them, get their life, get Cassie to get more information. Hopefully Jules get more information about, you know what I mean, like maybe what's going on. So hopefully they could, you know, converse and get the real team.
Exactly.
Because we saw Nate getting real mad. Ooh, hold on.
What?
I forgot that this bitch Cassie really dressed up as Maddie.
Yes, oh my god.
She did a little cosplay as Maddie. That whole week she was finally taking a shower. And then this next episode she has the nerve to dress up as Maddie again.
And
like
are they going public with like the relationship now?
Yeah,
like that's disgusting.
Because they were holding hands.
That's disgusting.
That's embarrassing. Are you not embarrassed?
She should be embarrassed, like for her whole life.
Like Nella Rose said, are you not embarrassed?
Like
that's embarrassing. Like stand up.
Literally, y'all be weak in the fucking
like
knees.
Not you dressing like your best friend. That's sad. That's what it means to tell you that the nigga only really like you because he only looked at you, only peeped you when you was dressed as Maddie, and that means you dressing as Maddie just to keep his attention. Like,
but he's also so fucked up because he's like in love with Jules too. Like he doesn't know what he wants. Because remember that whole like scene where it was like, I don't know who was pregnant. Someone was pregnant, but like Jules, he was like imagining a life with Jules or something, and I'm like, in the last season with the like grinder messages, and then in the car this episode,
and then he was like, what I said was true.
Exactly.
Trying to, like,
I'm like.
I am excited. Euphoria has my head in a whirlwind. I'm just like, this is insane. What kind of, do we have any like Euphoria level sort of drama that you think
in our lives?
No, not in our lives currently. Like I am living that lifestyle.
No, I mean like in the past.
High school. Like what would you think?
Not
like,
in high school.
You don't think anything like got onto that level
that we were involved in?
Not involved in, or that we just knew
about?
Yeah, we won't say names. Gosh.
Didn't some girl like hook up with a teacher?
That happened?
You don't remember that? No, it wasn't a girl. No. You remember, you know who?
No, say it, but then I'll bleep it out.
The substitute.
Oh, yes. Oh, my God. Okay. We got high school teen. Okay. Now, I don't want the feds coming for us now.
No.
Statute of limitations might have passed already.
Allegedly,
we had, but he was,
it was a male student
who was messing with a substitute.
She was like I feel like the teacher was pregnant or something. I don't know. She was like a long-term substitute though.
And he was always by that desk.
Yep.
And like he had her number.
Which was very weird.
Very weird. He had her number.
Oh my God.
And they would text or whatever, and they would like meet up or something like that.
I think
like,
they had met up outside of.
Let me know when you're on your lunch break, essentially.
Wait, yeah, no, they would
meet up with her.
He was weird though. He was really weird.
He was. I had a crush on him, guys.
This is the guy she had a crush on. He one time in science class.
Shut up. I barely had crushes on people. Like he was my first crush, and the only reason was because we were like. I barely had crushes on people. I had crushes on people.
No, but you did have a crush on him. You did.
Oh yeah, I had a crush on him. Okay, I barely had crushes on people.
No, that's true. That is true. But he was like talking about something, and then he just turns his phone and he shows me a picture of his shit. And I was like, we were
different people in high school.
Yeah. Well, anyways.
But yeah.
But I feel like there's more. So much stuff happened at our school. Like there has to be more. The drama teacher, I'm pretty sure. He was like,
oh yeah, the drama teacher,
he was a creep.
Okay, well, honestly, drama students, y'all some freaks.
Yeah, they are.
I ain't gonna front. Drama kids is the freakiest kids ever.
They are.
That's why that play, they need a backstory on that play because I know them freaks is running amok.
They all date each other. But
like, it's like almost like incestuous. Why is it like that? Y'all, I don't know. Band kids and the theater kids, y'all just real
freaky
and incestuous. Like,
not incestuous.
No, because it's like. Y'all sit there like y'all only like to date people in band.
Why?
And it's just like y'all share basically the same like nigga or girlfriend.
No.
And it's like y'all could date outside of y'all circle a little bit because it's becoming very
incestuous.
Yeah, like
yes.
y'all mixing too much of the same
a little
juices.
bit too. Ew, not the same juices.
It really is always the band kids or whatever. And yeah, our drama
I'm pretty sure he got fired, right?
Yeah, he got fired because it was just very like I don't know, like you seeing all these kids like hooking up and stuff. You're not saying nothing about it.
But no, I feel like it was something like he was being a creep with someone.
And he was saying some creepy things.
And you remember the ceramics teacher?
Oh no, the ceramics teacher was just a creep.
They're all creeps.
Well, like I'm just saying, like he was just like
he didn't do anything. He didn't do anything that I know of.
He just looked like very much a pedophile.
Like, talking about like the cheerleaders and like their skirts and how the bows are so cute and he'd always be like get really close to you and I'm like ew. Please
when you're like doing the ceramics, he would try to be like,
oh that looks so good. Like
he would try to breathe in your ear like yeah, ceramics. That's how you move it. Like it's it was giving very much pedophilia. Like
all of our drama is having to do with creepy teachers. But I know there was high school stuff too. Like I mean like stuff with the students, but I don't remember.
I was so lame, honestly. I really didn't keep my ear to the streets that much in high school.
I think I just don't remember it because I know we knew T. Like come on, we did.
I did, but it was just like I don't know. Was I really paying attention? Was I really a part of that lifestyle? It was just really just people giving blowjobs and like fucking people everywhere.
In the bathroom at school. Yeah.
In the bathroom, after football practice, in the cars.
God.
Niggas getting run trains.
Oh my
That's
God.
pretty much what it was.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like you knew about it. That's what I'm saying. Like, the whole thing that makes no sense sometimes with the stuff in Euphoria, because I feel like y'all don't understand the way gossip travels in high school. Like, everyone will know your information. Like, especially if you fucking with somebody who's like known.
And they're all like
known
like
in the high
popular
school.
People.
Yeah.
But I feel like, you know how Rue saw Cassie get into the car or whatever? If it was somebody else, it probably would have traveled. But because Rue's a crackhead, like, you know what I mean? She's not going to be, that's not her worries.
Like, that was on her mind. She was like, when I need that crack, I'm going to say something.
Like, if it was someone else, I feel like everybody would have known. But she didn't really.
True. You're right. Okay, let's talk about breaking up with a significant other. Or I guess we can relate it to, like, ending a conversation. Have you... Because, you know, I'm notorious. I say it all the time for ghosting.
Yes.
And leaving and not even leaving a trace. I will just not respond to your messages and I'll be done. We could have been talking for weeks and I'm just like, nah.
Do you block or you just ghost?
No, I just ghost.
Okay.
I don't have time to block.
Because I feel like block is like an intense move.
Yeah.
Even though ghosting is too, but whatever.
Yeah.
But, okay.
So, like, because Kat this episode,
oh my God.
the way she was ending her relationship, what is like the craziest... Have you ever like broken up or like stopped messaging over something? Like, you know what I mean? Or like,
yes.
You know, stop.
Like basically made up a lie. Is that what you're saying?
To get out of talking with somebody or anything like that.
Yeah. Like, yeah, but it's never been with someone that it was like, it was longer or serious. This is the thing for me. I always say this is like, I ghost before I hang out with the person.
Oh, okay.
But also I could be like, what do you call it? Revisionist history. Because I don't know. Honestly, the last one was like very recently, but we hadn't hung out yet. And I
say it.
I was like, I feel like I might have COVID. Like, I'm going to take a test. And then he just never messaged me.
Not you using COVID as an excuse.
Yeah.
At least you didn't say that you had a terminally. Like,
no.
She was
but no.
She was like, I have like a terminally ill brain disorder. But I'm just like, you act like you're not gonna see him in the hallway and all that stuff. Like,
and he was like giving her an out. He's like, just say that, and she was like, no. And I'm like, why? What was that?
She just wanted to be like victim. They were saying, as the people say, she was gaslighting him.
She was gaslighting him. She was, honestly.
I feel like I do that though.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait. So have you done it?
Yeah, like, but not like to that extent.
That extent, exactly.
Or I wouldn't say I've done it like that, but I've like, there's something I feel like some of us girls do, maybe, or maybe I'm just like crazy, where it's like you want your cake and you want to eat it too, and everything like that. So essentially, it's like I know that I don't really like a guy. But I know that he's there for when I'm bored to like hang out and talk with. Yeah. So then it's just like whenever it gets to that point of like where you actually have to put in more effort, or I don't know, like, or okay, so you have your rosters. I feel like girls have all their rosters. You can't lie. Guys do too.
Yeah. And guys do what you're saying as well. So
it's like, okay, you really talking to somebody you really like, but maybe unfortunately they're not giving you the time of day or the energy that you want. But then you have another guy where you're possibly just like, you know, is always there, you could rely on, and they're always going to talk to you and all this stuff. So sometimes when the guy that you want all the text messages from is not responding to you or something like that, you go to the other guy, and then you just know it's going to be there. That's your guy that you can FaceTime whenever or whatever. Like, you know, that's that.
Yes.
So then, like, when you realize they're like, oh, well, do you want me or whatever? I don't know. I've had this happen where they were just like, we can make this work. Like, let's just do it. And I'm just like, oh, God. Little do they know that they're not on, like, the top of my roster. But it's just like, and you don't want it to go anywhere. You know, physically you don't want it to go anywhere, but you want to keep that relationship just in case you're bored and all this stuff.
Just in case all of your other people fall off, you're like, at least I have somebody.
So I've done it to the point where I will talk to a guy and I would just keep him on the back burner or whatever. And
Wow. I've never done that in my life. I'm kidding. I think I have, but I've never had a successful roster.
Like, so I never say like, oh, like we're never gonna stop talking or whatever. If I know that,
you just kind of keep giving them hope.
Yeah.
Yes.
Keep them on, reel them back in.
No, I don't think I've done that. No. Like I've had a roster, but I haven't done it to that extent. Like I feel like they've all been at the same level. Like I've kind of like all. Well, maybe I have that. If I don't like them all at the same level, then it's the same thing as what you're doing. Like if all of them are the guy that you're talking about. Like I'm not really interested. I just need someone. Yeah. But it's like I have like multiple of them. Then maybe I have done it.
Yeah, and it's like I always know like if I hit this person up, like it's okay. Like I could stop talking to them for like months. Yes. But I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna hit them up because I'm bored or like I don't have anybody. So yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you gotta keep a few of them. So I feel like I don't know. I do lie when I'm like letting it go. I'm just not in the right headspace right now. It's not for me. It's not like I can't do a relationship. It's just not me. And I'm or like what I used with the main guy that I did this.
You don't want to keep this in your thing?
I don't care. One of the main things I did was just like I was like, I feel like you're gonna hurt me. This is not like what I want right now. I was like, this is not what I want right now. I was like, I just don't want to deal with this right now.
Oh my! I was
like, but I still want to keep talking to you just to like make sure. I was like, I just want to make sure like this is
the whole podcast, I guess. Jeez.
So yeah, I literally was just, and then he was like, I promise I'm not gonna hurt you. I was like, I don't know. I'm just not ready for a relationship. It's just not me. I've been hurt too many times.
Oh my God. I've been hurt.
I haven't really been hurt.
No, for me, what I acted like that because I'm like, that's not you. Like, I feel like, if anything, you're the one doing the hurt. I'm just kidding, but no.
It's very. I haven't.
Like, you're not the type to, not really get your hopes up, but you're just like, you know what it is, like, so you're not gonna get hurt, essentially. Yeah. So that's why I was like, okay.
I don't think I haven't been in like a serious relationship to that point either way. Like. There's been some hoes that I'm like, damn, I kind of wish back up, but like
nothing like
probably that's only been like for one person. I feel like I felt like that, but then one of my other persons, like we never got off on a bad foot, so like
you never ended things.
Yeah, like Ian, like we never got on a bad foot.
So then who's the other person you're talking about?
You know, I'm not gonna lie, like Jersey guy, like he was fine, so it was like, oh. Damn, wish that was somebody on my roster. But like besides that, I'm like I can't think of somebody where I'm like, damn, like oh my gosh, like I'm heartbroken that they left, like whatever. I'm really not.
Me either. No.
Yeah. And I've always been that way. Like I said, even in high school, I never really had like a crush. Like I never thought somebody, I don't know, I never had like a crush on somebody to that extent to like fiend over them or something like that. And even now, that's just how I feel like
I did have a crush in high school, but like looking back now, I'm like, it was like nothing. I don't explain it. Who did you have a crush on? We had a crush on the same guy. You remember?
Oh. That was like now that I think about
like that's I did like have a crush the only one that I had a crush on.
I did have a crush
on
him.
And like now, have you seen what he looks like now? Like
yeah, he looks hit.
Anyways, but
we're gonna bleep out the name.
Yep.
But yeah, the person that we did have a crush on, looks hit. But I don't know why, like, yeah, I don't know.
Oh wait, I did have another crush, but that one was just.
Who?
I don't think I remember his name. It's something with a J. He was just like a cute little. I don't even know. I can't. But I don't remember his name, so it's pointless. But I did. That was like freshman year, and then I got over it.
Yeah, I don't think I had like any serious crush besides like, and I had like I had a crush on. And it was only because, like, in high school, you obviously don't know. Maybe I am low-key. I can sympathize with Cassie a little bit in this sense. Yes, I'm going to run it back. Because sometimes when you're a person who doesn't maybe get all the attention, is not on you. Like, that's why I do think she's jealous of Maddie.
Uh-huh.
I'm, like, theorizing now. But, like, I feel like she seen Maddie get all the attention, essentially. Mm-hmm. She was the girl that the spotlight was on Maddie. And Cassie is so insecure in a sense where she can't take that. And she feels like now with being with Nate, she's top dog in a little bit. And also a guy who's giving you attention that you feel like you haven't received makes you like them even more. Because when I think about like even my crushes in high school, the only reason why I really had a crush on Justin was because like he would give me so like attention, like he would he would
do that with like a lot of
like I'm saying, he would give like you attention, so it made you feel like, oh my gosh, like, you know what I'm saying?
He was gaslighting a little
bit. And
he was,
and even like that's what I'm saying, like that's how I had a crush on Moon. Like, we would ride the bus together, and like we would always sit next to each other. Like he would talk to me, he would be like, oh, like like we would literally talk. So that's what I'm saying, like it's like a little attention if you're not used to it. And me being like, people are very like, being a big girl, like I was always a bad bitch, don't get it twisted. But I looked a little hit in high school, like everybody does. Like it's like a different sort of glow up. It's just like a glow up of you knowing what works for your body, what works for your face, and all that stuff. So in high school, like, I don't know, being big, like a lot of people, you feel like guys don't really look your way. Even now, just like guys want to give you an attention in a group of like girls who are like skinny or something like that. So getting somewhat attention or feeling like it didn't matter when I was talking with Lewis or whatever, like I think that's what like propelled like that crush feeling. So that's why I felt some type of way or whatever. And I feel like that's what Cassie is going through right now. She wasn't used to like being in the spotlight, being very much getting the attention from McKay that she wanted or like wish she had. She always felt like it was a background or like an afterthought of her feelings. So she feels like Nate is putting her first when in fact he isn't. He's literally gaslighting her. He's literally like making it seem like this is it. And she's also jealous of, I think, Maddie, and that's why she's trying to live the life that she thinks Maddie had or whatever, which is very weird.
It's sad.
And also I want to go back to a scene in the episode that pissed me off low-key. I don't know why it was written in there, but Maddie when Maddie first sees Nate in her room and stuff like that, and she's like, you could see that he's deranged, and he's like threatening her, and she's just like, I love you.
I don't know, I feel like
it's like, how can you love him in that instance?
It's just that happens though. Like people just, you can't help it. It's really sad. But I felt like she was doing that because she was scared and trying to make him be like,
no, it was before she was like scared though.
I don't know.
Because she literally was just like, I love you, like blah blah, and then he's like, no, where's the tape, blah blah blah, and starts getting all in like the gun out and everything like that.
I don't know. I really don't know. Like, and there's so many things I just can't stand. Like, I don't understand Cassie. Like, she was calling him like a bunch of times. She's trying to reach him and he just doesn't. And then randomly he calls her and she's like, hey, and he's like, I love you too. What what kind of weird self-respect? Like, I don't know. It's just, it's sad. It's sad.
I've actually seen that happen in real life, girls like that though, where it's like you see your man is, I guess at the time that he wasn't her man though, but like you put up with that, and because you feel like, oh, I love him, I can't live without him and stuff like that. But my thing is just where she can't find fault in what she did. That's what true. I don't like. Like, I understand you feel like you love him, whatever, and I don't know, maybe express that to Maddie or something like that. Like, I don't know. But my thing is, it's like, you don't find anything that you did was wrong.
Yeah, like no remorse.
Yes. And then you're going to sit there and bring Rue's name into it and be like, oh, blah, blah, blah. I've had a harder life than Rue.
Oh, that was that was like ridiculous.
It's a lot of stuff of just, it's typical.
It's like, woe is me.
It's typical white people behavior, white women behavior. I'm not going to, you like, a lot of white women do this. Like, they bring on their tears. They bring on this, like, woe is me. Like, I'm very, like, oppressed. Like, please. Like,
when they're very obviously in the wrong of something.
Yes. And then they use their, like, they're very manipulative. And I feel like that's what's happening. Mm-hmm. It's very much the, like, Cassie's the angelic. She's seen as the angelic person, but she's really freaking evil.
She is. She is.
Like, she's evil. I don't know. It's insane, guys.
It really is.
Euphoria. I don't know what I'm gonna do when it ends.
No, they better not go on a long break again. I don't think they will. But
no, like, I don't think it's gonna be a long break. God. But I think it's going to be just obviously like
a regular one.
Yeah, but it's gonna be like annoying because you want to know. I feel like it's gonna leave us on a cliffhanger or something like that. Did last season leave us on a cliffhanger?
I don't know. I literally barely remember.
Everyone says that we need like a special episode, almost how Rue and yeah.
For Lexi?
Yeah. But no, for like different people.
Oh, each person needs their own thing.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I see what you're saying.
But I don't know if it's gonna... Okay, oh yeah, the last season, it kind of did leave us on a cliffhanger. She like goes on the train.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that is true. It's gonna leave us on a... And it's... wasn't last season only like 8 episodes?
Most HBO shows are only 8 episodes.
So there's only 2 more episodes.
Yeah.
I can't do it. I can't do that. I need another show though. Like literally Succession ended and then I'm like,
it's after
because we're on 6 this week. Sunday's 7 and then 8. Yeah, but this was like after Succession. I was like dying. I'm like, no, this can't be the end of the season. And then Euphoria came and I'm like, okay.
Even just like,
and I'm like, no.
Insecure ending.
Oh yeah,
like certain shows I can't live with, but
I'm
the only thing is that why I'm happy where I don't mind, because you know me, I watch Big Brother.
Oh.
So honestly, it's coming at a really good time because Euphoria ends next Sunday. Not this coming Sunday, but next Sunday it ends, and then Big Brother Canada starts.
Like the next week, basically?
Yeah, like March 2nd.
Dang.
So then, and then after that, then it's like Love Island season and all that. You know what I mean?
I love Love Island.
So literally, I'm good.
Yeah.
Like it'll be a lot to handle like the first like week or so, but then.
Oh well.
Shawty good.
Have you watched the new season of Love is Blind?
No, I haven't.
Don't.
Why?
It's so...
I saw a clip of the Indian guy.
I think I saw something about him, like a spoiler or something, but it's just like I don't see any of these couples like lasting. I mean, it's kind of typical for a show like this where it's like you date for like a week and then you're supposed to get engaged, but it's just like every single person on the show is not seeing like why this wouldn't work out between them. Like two guys propose to one girl, the girl says no, and then they go to a different girl and that girl says yes. I think one guy did that, and then this other girl, she accepts an engagement from someone, and then the other guy that likes her comes and she's like, no, like I already accepted an engagement. But she accepted an engagement with a guy. She's a Christian and he's an atheist, and their last conversation was like basically like an argument about it. And I'm like, oh my
gosh.
And she literally was like, I've been engaged before. I don't want to be making. I'm like,
so
you're making the mistake.
Why are you literally going with somebody that you know that you? Oh
it's just a mess. It's really a mess. Do you think
that's a deal breaker? Like you personally, like having a relationship with someone who is of the opposite religion?
Yes, I do.
Like,
I do, but I don't even know what I believe right now. So it's like, that's not really a factor in like my dating. It used to be like when I was more religious, like I would probably be like, no, I could never date someone who isn't Christian. Like I couldn't do it. Yeah. But now I kind of just believe like there is like most religions just come from the same thing. So I don't know if that would work. It'd probably be more on the other person if they're like really religious, but I don't know. I don't see how that works. Obviously, it does. It works for some people, but
like,
I don't see it.
Like you like a lot of Middle Eastern, Arabic, Muslim.
Yes.
So would you like convert to?
See, I don't think so.
You wouldn't.
And it's not even anything like that. I just can't see myself. I've already been like religious, and I'm like, I just can't see myself jumping into another. No, I don't.
So what if they weren't like super strict?
I wouldn't convert, but like I would respect. Like, I don't know how that works.
So
though.
like, okay, so like, what if they weren't like strict in like their practice? Essentially, like, I don't want to say like super strict, but like, I mean, they needed you to convert because like in order to get married in their religion or whatever, or like whatever. But they specifically don't like need you to be the typical.
Like it's just it's kind of like maybe like appeasing their parents or like family or something like that. I think I don't know if I could do that because I feel like I would feel bad about it for like the family, like, you know what I mean? Because I feel like in that instance they're gonna think I'm like, you know, they're gonna expect things out of me and I'm not gonna be able to fulfill it. So I don't know. I don't think I could. What about you?
The opposite, like I don't think I can convert to like
another religion.
Yeah, I don't think I can convert fully to another religion, but if I had to like do something, like, I don't know. Okay, so like say if I just had to, correct me if I'm wrong. I might be wrong, but I'm not sure which religion it is. But it's like you don't really have to fully convert, but you have to do like a practice before you get married to that.
I don't know
religion. I feel like I've seen it on like 90 Day Fiance or something like that. But she like went and
I think it's more of what you were saying. Like it's like the guy's like, just we need to do this like for my family. Like it's not really a big deal to me. Like it's just blah blah blah.
Or like okay, or say. Would you don't have to convert, but like if you were to have kids or something like that and they were like
they want to raise them in that religion,
or like, you know, even being, say you weren't even Christian and they were like, I want to baptize it, like if I'm not Christian and he is you're Christian, they're Jewish and they're like, I want to baptize a kid or something like that,
whatever they do,
or it was the opposite or something, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. I like to think that religion isn't an issue or a main factor, because I feel like it isn't necessarily, as long as like I believe it or whatever. Like
it's fine. Really up to the person.
Like, because like I'm chill or whatever, as long as you respect like me or whatever. You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna sit there and try to convert you. I feel like to Christianity, but like at the same time, I feel like if you wouldn't want to go, I don't know, I would still want you to kind of go to certain functions with me, or like if I decided I wanted to go to church or something, you would respect me and go to church. Because like even if the person was like, say if I was dating a Jewish man or something like that, I would go to like celebrations for him. I would want him to like maybe celebrate some of the things that I celebrate. Or even if it was like somebody, if I was dating somebody who's like Buddhist or like is Muslim, I almost said Islamic, Muslim, like I would do some practices or whatever, or celebrate something, or like even if I had to like fast or something, I would try and like do that, but I wouldn't want to convert fully or something. Yeah, I'm on the same page with you. And then I think like instance. I think I would teach like my kids both or something, and they can choose. Or exactly. Yeah, that's what it is for me. I need to be with someone who's everything you said. Like, if you want me to go certain things, I don't mind. I'll do that. But with our kids, I'm not okay with forcing them to like believe a certain way, because I kind of feel like happened to me, and I just don't want to do that. So like that's where it would be an issue, where I don't like with this couple, like she was saying like stuff like that, like, oh, I want our kids to go to church, and he was just like, I'm like, why did she accept this proposal if it's such a big deal? Exactly. But in the episode I've seen, like they're not really together, but I don't know. It's a mess. My thing is also, when do you think it's like okay to have your kid like pick or something like that? Like, is it like when they're in elementary school? Do you feel like?
I think it's just up to them, really. Personally, for me, elementary school is too young, like for me to understand the depths of what Christianity was, and like, or because
so you would teach both of them or whatever till it was just like they can actually really figure it out what they like doing or whatever.
Yeah, or if they don't want to do either.
Understandable.
Yeah.
Understandable. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I like to say that it's not, but then I think of like the logistics of it all. Like it is easier to just date the same religion.
Yes.
Just like it is sometimes easier to date the same race and stuff like that, because you don't have to deal with the politics of like blended families and stuff like that and dealing.
Oh, that was another thing. Speaking of race, on this Love Is Blind, that you saw the Indian people, they're like meeting and they're talking. Well, not meeting. They're doing the thing because you can't see each other. And then he goes, "Oh, I only have dated blondes."
Yeah,
and I was
that's
like,
the clip I saw.
And then she says the same thing. She's like, "I've never dated an indie guy either. I only have dated blondes." And I'm like I live in such the mindset that you need to try vibes. A bunch.
Leslie.
Yeah. But I don't know if she was like that. But no, but like,
I feel like Indian people dating, are like that. They like to, like the newer generation, really like to step out away.
I honestly think
it's
every. That's a whole different discussion.
No, but I feel like I've seen it a lot within like
Indian people,
Indian men, or like, yeah, they like to literally date a lot of like white women or whatever, just like the complete opposite of like their family traditions and stuff like that.
Yeah,
because like I do like you, I don't know, you kind of, you're used to it seeing it with like black people and stuff like that, but I feel like for a long time a lot of Indian people, they had to stick to their traditions of like being like marriages like that. But I feel like the newer age, they just want to be very Americanized, like and far away from like, not like distance from their culture, but like feel like, I don't know,
I know what you're saying, but
I've seen that a lot. And like,
I just don't understand someone who, first of all, only dates one race and, or I don't know how to say it, who doesn't date the same race as them. I'm like, I don't get it. I don't understand it. It's
would it just be like me, like how I don't really like dating Haitian men though?
No, that's not not every, but you would date a black man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, there's,
but I would. Okay, the thing is,
but you would.
I just know. Yeah,
you would. You just like, know how. But
I just know how it is.
Yes.
Yeah. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
So I guess like that's why they probably feel like it'll be like the same ideals. That's why they're just like, oh, I don't want to date an Indian man or something like that.
I don't know.
Maybe that's,
it's just when people say it for, like culturally, I get it. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's like, because they wouldn't really
like,
say,
if you're like a Nigerian girl, like, I don't want to
girl.
date Nigerian man, but you'll date a South African, take this, you date that, you date American, this, then it's, but to be like, I'm not going to date any black people ever. Like, it's just like, okay, I don't know what to say to that.
No, that's weird. I don't like that, because it's just like, you're really limiting yourself that much. Like, it's not even a preference at this point. It's just,
it's not
racist.
And he was, that guy's so weird, because like when they first met, he was like all into her, like kissing her, touching her, and then like just randomly he was like, I'm not really attracted to her. And I was like, and you know when it happened? It was when he saw her he saw her in her bathing suit. He didn't say it directly after that, but you could tell in his eyes.
So I seen clips of the guy, and he was just like, every girl that he's like, how much do you weigh or something like.
No, he said, would I be able to lift you on my shoulders at a festival? But then like they talk through that, and he's like, oh, that's really messed up that I did that, because she told him that she'd lost 70 pounds, and he was like, oh, I was a chubby kid growing up. So like it kind of seems like they resolve it, and then when they go to like Mexico or whatever for it's not their honeymoon, but everything's okay. And then like the next day she's like, I'm kind of scared for him to see me on my bikini, and she's like all over him in the pool, and you can tell in his face that like something is up. But he didn't say it at that point, but like later on, you know, when they all meet each other, the couples, like everybody starts drinking, and he's telling other guys, I'm not into her, I'm not attracted to her. And I'm like, that makes me sick. Like, you can feel a certain way, but why are you telling other people before you tell the girl? Exactly. And he still hasn't told her. And I'm like,
ooh, I need to see Love Is Blind. Would you get on a show like that?
No.
That was immediate.
I mean, I don't want to say it, but it doesn't matter. I would get on it for certain reasons, but I'm not going to actually believe in it.
I don't know. I couldn't.
The thing is, I would go on that show,
strong about marriage,
and I'd be one of the people that you see for 1 second and they're gone, because it's not going to happen for me to form a connection without seeing the person. Cannot do that. Can't.
I feel like I could low-key tell, like, I don't know.
You can't tell with height, though. That's one thing you
could ask.
I don't think you're allowed to, but I don't know. Maybe you are. Maybe you can just say it. But yeah, whew, that show.
If I wore heels, would I be? You could just say like something like that.
Oh yeah, true.
But yeah, I feel like you have talked a lot about going on dates and such like that. I guess I shall give the hoes a little tease into my life. Went on my first date in like years, months, I don't know.
Not years, but it could be possible. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not a date person. Like, I don't really care for dates. I just find like, but one thing I liked about what we did is that it was outside, so we were kind of away from people.
Okay.
But yeah, so I went on this date and literally we were talking for hours. I think I got there around like 7:50 or something like that, and we were there till like 11 o'clock.
That's
just, like,
always the best when it's
talking on
just
the
like
date.
it's like you don't feel like it's forced and the conversation just keeps flowing and everything.
And one thing I don't realize, like, I'm just like, what I liked about him, just like, even just, you could tell like he knows how to speak to people, if that makes sense. But I don't know, I could just tell he was interested in what I had to say. He like, sometimes he would like move in closer, like he's just like, oh my god, like, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, you want that back and forth, you want that. But yeah,
like it doesn't feel like, do you have siblings? I have siblings.
Yeah.
And it's more like they're actually interested in what we have to say. The conversation's flowing and everything.
And it's also like a little different because we have been talking for a while because he's been away on
How long has
work
it really
trip.
been?
4 months.
4 months for real? That's
Okay, end of October to November to December to January. Literally, okay, 3.5 months.
That is kind of long. That is
Yeah.
wild.
So we've been talking for 3.5 months because he's been, when we first like matched or whatever, he was like literally getting ready for a trip to go overseas or whatever. So we've kind of been like still keeping in touch, but like it's not been like serious or like I had to like text him every day, or I didn't even feel like texting him every day because I'm not a big texter. But yeah, so we kept in contact for the last 3 months, and then he finally got back into town, so we like met up, and yeah, it was pretty interesting. I'm praying that you guys know me by now, that I get the ick very quickly. So I'm trying to be an adult about it and not get the ick, and if I do, like, try and communicate that with him or like see where we're at. So far so good. One thing I feel like, okay, so we did kiss, really good date. We did make out, whatever. But like the thing is, I think a reason why I also get the ick is because, I don't want to say like I incorporate like sex all the time, but like usually like I'm like, look, I'm not really here for a relationship. Or like certain guys, like I'm like, I know this isn't a relationship, but I want to. Mama's bored.
You want to knock some boots.
Yeah. So like literally like I'm like, we hang out, but then we're like cool as friends and like we hook up or whatever. So I get the ick off of like certain things, but then I'm just like, okay, whatever. I know if like this and that would work out. And usually if like the sex is bad, I'm like, I really have the ick.
Yeah.
So I think another thing is because we were talking for so long, and I really haven't like gotten the extreme ick yet because we have been talking for 3 months, and also there's nothing sexual or anything. Like we've never really talked about anything sexual. So I think that's another reason why the ick hasn't really come into play.
Okay.
But I feel like, I don't know, knowing me, I feel like I would find something. So I'm hoping that I can be an adult about this, give it a try, give it a chance.
You need to give more than one chance, though.
I trust me, Leah.
Oh, okay.
Trust me, Leah. I'm bypassing a lot.
Okay.
Not like a lot, but I'm just like, for me.
For you, because
me, yes.
Because like
I'm
you said, you get
bypassing
the
a
ick
lot.
whatever.
Yeah, like
okay.
it could be over like
Yes.
simplest things, and things that like wouldn't give me the ick on somebody else gives me an ick on like another person.
Okay.
If that makes
Yes.
sense. So
No, I know what you're
it's
saying.
literally just me, and I know it's me. I know it's something that I have to deal with, but yeah. I'm trying, guys. I'm trying. Let's see
Proud
how
of
long
you
this
for trying,
lasts.
yes.
I'm just, if not, it's content. It's really content, guys. I hope I haven't added him or asked him for his social media. I don't want him to see my social media because I don't want him to see
this.
this.
Yeah. Keep it as long as you can like that.
Because I feel like we're talking more, and I don't know, like other guys, like I wouldn't have cared because I'm just like, whatever. But like I feel like since we're talking,
You guys have basically like been
actually dating,
yeah,
yes,
like, you've been dating,
seriously dating.
yes, you've been dating.
I feel like, I don't know. It's not ready. He ain't gonna see this whole podcast.
No.
So I can talk about him right now. And then when whatever happens comes about or whatever, maybe I don't think I will.
What?
Show him.
What?
If we were ever to date, even seriously, or like.
What do you mean? He's gonna see it.
How?
You're saying if he asks for your Instagram, you're gonna be like, no?
Oh, if he asks me for my Instagram?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like. But no,
he's like very nerdy.
You'll handle it when it comes
I feel like
to
he
it.
does. I feel like he doesn't even have like social media, like the way he like operates.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like he's not the type to have social media. He might have a Facebook, I feel like.
So are you, I feel like you might have already said this. So are you like approaching this like more serious? So you're just going to like feel it out?
I'm approaching
like, are you going to do, you know how people do the thing like, I'm not going to have sex for the first 3 dates. Like, are you doing something like that or you know? No. Like do you know what I'm saying?
3 days?
No, but you know how when you like.
I already did it. I'm just kidding. No,
you're starting to talk to someone and you're like, okay, I want to like maybe hold off on this a little bit.
Okay, I think that's how I'm approaching it. I feel like I've tried to approach a lot of like, cause so I haven't really been talking to anyone in the last like year or so I don't really know what to like how to say or anything like that. I'm not really like changing anything up, but I am definitely coming at it at a different approach.
Okay,
I'm not trying to jump in too fast, especially like just like sexually or anything, because I feel like then it's different like emotions that come into play, and I don't know if I want to have that attachment just yet. So I'd rather like we just hang out, see how it goes, see if it's just a friendship thing or something like that. I mean, I could tell it's not going to be just friendship just yet, because I don't know, tennis guy, I knew that was friendship.
Really? Like immediately?
Like immediately I knew like we wouldn't vibe like outside of just like hanging out playing tennis or whatever. Yeah. Who stole my rack? Oh, we talked about him too, by the way.
What? On the date, you're saying?
I'll tell you this after the thing. But yes, it was a good conversation. We was there for like 3-4 hours. Like it felt natural. Again, he was like, we have been talking for 3 months. He was like, it would be weird if we didn't feel like natural or whatever. But yeah, guys, pray for me that I don't get the ick. Let's see what it is. Am I gonna be a tied down girl? But we had a lot in common, and
positive vibes.
Your hoe might not be a hoe.
Oh.
I'm just kidding.
Once a hoe, always a hoe. Okay.
But yes, guys, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Okay. For episode 4, I think. It's a wrap for episode 4, guys. Remember to follow us on the Insta-Ho on our Instagram. Make sure you're liking this video, subscribing to our channel, and following us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts if you haven't already. Yes, guys. Take a vote in our polls below, and if you're listening on Spotify, please interact with our poll, as well as send in some stories. So you could leave comments or stories or anything like that, feedback, whatever, under either our YouTube videos, or you can message us on YouTube, or you can even do it if you're listening on Spotify below. You can kind of interact, say a story. If you go to our Instagram page specifically, you could click the link in our bio, which will digress you to a page where you can insert like a topic or a story, and that is completely anonymous. So if you go on our Instagram page and click the link, you could submit a story and such like that, and that will be completely anonymous. I don't believe that the one on Spotify is anonymous. So if you don't want to divulge too much information, then go to the link in our bio in our Instagram so you can tell us a story, your whole story, or something that you want.
We need some stories.
Us to talk about, or even just like what your thoughts are on the podcast and such like that. But yes, guys, follow us, all links below, and see you next episode. Bye.